What's going on, guys? Today, you saw by the title, we have another amazing guest on the channel, which is Randy blxckashk. He'll be on in about 2 minutes. And just real quick, I want to talk about some stuff. For me, no recent pickups, but the next Fortnite trading card draft with me and Taking High Ground is happening November 10th on their channel, which is a Friday. And you can enter on their website, FortniteTradingCards.com. There's on my Instagram, I posted something about it. There's a link to that to enter their draft. And I will be hosting with them. I will not be participating, but 8 people that sign up will be picked at random for the draft. And there will be 5 rounds, and there's a mystery theme to it. And I think their plan is to reveal it the day of, like before. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's going to be great to do the draft again. And it's going to be great to host it with Rob and Dylan. I'm glad they gave me the go-ahead to, start doing another draft, and we worked together, the 3 of us, to create a really good idea for the concept, like theme. Like I said, it'll be revealed the day of, and the draft is going to be great. Like I said, on November 10th on Taking High Ground's channel, and it will also be streamed live on my channel as well. Daniel, what's up, man? Not much, Said Black Ash will be on here soon, and I was just talking about the draft on November 10th, which, like I said, is going to be great. And like I said, I can't wait to host it with Rob and Dylan. And yeah, and no recent pickups for me. It's been a while. The last card I bought was the Scientist Cracked Ice, and this has been almost a month. So I haven't bought a Fortnite card in almost a month. I bought one cheap sports card for $8 a few weeks ago, but it's been pretty dry for my pickups. I'm just waiting for the next shard to come along so I can complete my PSA submission and send that off, which is exciting because then that all means I've reached my goal of having 15 USA Print Crystal shards before the end of the year. And I'm assuming, before the end of the year, when I'll pop up that I'm interested in. You got a few shards coming in? Nice, Daniel. Yeah. Right now, the ones I'm looking for is Frostbite, Hyperion, possibly a Vertex, a Hollowhead. Any of those 4, really. I mean, if someone hits me up with any of those 4, I'm pretty tempted to buy one. I mean, there was that Frostbite BGS 9.5 just floating around, being passed around a little bit, but I don't have the money to spend on a BGS 9.5. You just want 32 shards. Wow. Well, congratulations, Wayne. Good job, man. I hope the people paid strong, and that's pretty cool. And Black Ash, anytime now, if you're watching this, will be perfect so we can get started. But yeah, Wayne, 32 shards. That's incredible, man. Congratulations on the sales. And like I said, I hope they paid strong. And yeah. I haven't bought this was the last USA shard I bought, was the Deadfire. This has been close to 2 months. When Black Ash is going to be on. I'm just waiting for him to get in here, and yeah, just waiting for Black Ash to get in here. Should be on any time now. Like I said, another amazing guest. He's going to talk about what all my guests talk about. They started collecting, and how they've grown their collection, what they're into, and he's going to show off some cards. And we know Black Ash has some heat, so it's going to be a good stream. See just the amazing collection of Black Ash. I know it's been seen on Taking High Ground, but if you got a collection as good as he does, you got to see it multiple times, right? But yeah, I need to get some more shards. That's pretty much what I'm chasing right now, is shards. Since I completed the secret skin set, which was my secondary goal to the 15 USA shards. So happy to complete that. And Black Ash, you can DM me on Instagram real quick if you have any problems. If you all right, looks like we're good. What's up? What's up, man?
What's up, Rich? How you doing, man?
Great. How about you?
Doing well, doing well. Appreciate you having me
Yeah.
on.
Oh man, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Any recent pickups you want to share?
Oh yeah, actually, running a little late. I had some stuff I hadn't opened yet, so I can actually open these right now if you want.
Yeah, hit us with a mail time. Why not?
Yeah, quick little mail day.
Yeah.
My plan was to actually have these already popped open before I got started, but my daughter was kind of giving me a hard time. What about you, man? Any recent pickups?
No, it's been pretty dry for me. It's been a while, but
Yeah,
it's been kind of laying low.
got you, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a good time to buy right now
Yeah.
for a lot of stuff.
Just anything really, series 1, 2, or 3. Everything's down. I mean,
Yeah,
I
except
got to
for
ask,
like
I was going to ask you get that Tigris?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Apparently, someone retracted their bid,
Hmm.
the $300 bid, and
Yeah.
then it was supposed to, I guess, sell for like 185, but I believe the seller canceled.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually spoke with him about that
Yeah. They'll probably
because
get
I was
relisted
very,
then.
yeah, I was very interested in that
Yeah. Because I remember you had that full stack at the National.
one. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that stack.
Yeah.
Try to keep that on the low, but you know, word kind of gets around. All right, this has a lot of tape. Shout out to Inky Bruh and Co. Inky Bro and Company. I got this one.
Oh, nice.
Now the condition's not
Crystal.
perfect, but it's still a crystal.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Top tier skin from Series 2. Can't go wrong with one of those, right?
Yeah. And then he threw me in a free Vortex.
Oh,
Vertex.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, very underrated in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. I was just talking about earlier. I'm looking for his Crystal Shard.
Yeah. I know there was a guy selling it in the Facebook group, PSA 10.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they wanted I think like 500 or 600 or best offer.
That's not bad, actually.
Nah, it wasn't bad. I would have picked it up if I was like in the market for that card.
Yeah.
But he's very underrated.
For sure. Definitely storyline potential for Vertex.
Yeah. I've always liked that skin and also like Dark Vertex a lot.
Yeah. That's like the rare one from the Xbox, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's crazy underrated as well.
That's a
J-
sweet looking card, too.
His do you know about the code card for Vertex?
I know how much like they
For
sell for and
for
stuff,
Dark
right?
Vertex?
Yeah.
You know how much like the code cards go for?
Couple thousand, right?
I think it dropped. I want to say like probably around 500 right now.
Okay.
This is another one.
Another World Warrior.
Shouts out to
Nice.
Michael. No, I don't want to chop his last name up. Navoa in the group. He pulled this live and then I reached out to him. It's actually pretty clean. And then I got this with it as well.
Nice. Nice.
So the World Warrior was we did 175 and then I got the skull for an extra 25. So I did 200 for both. And I usually pay like a little bit extra like over comps for World Warriors because it's just a PC card for me.
Yeah, I mean that seems like a very fair price for World Warrior. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't follow that
agreed.
card too often, but I just see the occasional comps and whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely underrated for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. If the it's up there with like those rare skins in the game. Some of the
Hmm.
rare skins.
I'm disappointed in myself because I almost bought World Warrior, but I passed on it for some reason.
Yeah,
I could have had it, but
yeah. And then I got this
Midas. Is that a
minus
9 or a 10?
9. It's a 9.
Nice. Nice. It's a big one.
175, I think.
175. I didn't know he was down that bad.
I think I got a steal on him, to be honest.
Okay. Was that an eBay auction?
No, it was in the group.
Okay.
It was 200 and I just offered 175 and they were cool with it.
Nice. That's a steal right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I think that's my second Midas.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I did have some comic mail days.
Yeah, we can take a look at that too if you
You want
want.
to take a look at that? All right, bet.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and okay, I'm not even in the actual comments. Okay, I didn't even see the comments.
Yeah,
Shouts
if you
out
can't see,
everybody in the chat.
yeah,
I didn't even see the comments.
yeah,
Wayne,
we got.
Daniel, MC,
Hmm.
the goats.
Yeah, for sure.
We got the goats in the chat. Stop buying all the superhero cards. Hey Wayne, if you want, man, I'll sell them to you before I even get them.
before you get them in hand. Got to make the plays already.
Just go ahead and tell them to ship them straight to Wayne, you know? All right, so here's this.
Ooh, nice sketch.
Yeah. Arthur Adams, 1 in 150.
Yeah,
I've
that's
been going
awesome.
crazy on these lately. Have you seen my lives with this?
I've seen some of your YouTube content. If that's what you're talking about.
I don't think I posted it on YouTube yet.
Okay, because I've been seeing some of your YouTube comic content.
Okay. Yeah, I've actually been buying up every single one of those that pop up on eBay.
Okay,
Yeah.
controlling the market, at cornering the market.
Yeah, it's something I'm doing. I usually don't tell people stuff like that, but I'm willing to share it here.
Yeah,
Wayne, let me get those 9.8s off of you, by the way.
I see what he has to say because I know Wayne's in here. He's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Daniel, I do want that 10 Midas, by the way. This is probably the same comic. Like I said, anytime they pop up, I just sorry about that.
You just snap by it, just no hesitation.
Yeah, I usually just go for it.
Yeah,
I feel like a 1 in 150 is pretty. It's not crazy rare, but it's rare enough that the market will never flood. They don't pop up that much, you know.
yeah.
So I'm just picking them up, whenever
Okay.
I can, like ahead of. I don't think
Is
anyone's really going after them like that.
is there like a particular reason why that cover in general, like there's other 1 in 150s? Is there like a particular reason about that one that you would like to share? I know you said
Uh,
you know.
yeah. So this one is actually my favorite. I actually like
Okay.
this one the most, like as far as just the visual. Um, being a 1 in 150, I feel like that's pretty rare compared to all the other ones besides the monofoil. So I don't know. I think long term, it could do pretty well if the comics, blow up.
Yeah, so you like it based off the rarity aspect, and it's also kind
Yeah,
of personal collection value.
yeah. It's a bit of both.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but definitely like with the rarity,
Yeah.
I'm pretty big on that. I think I talked to AK Bog, and I believe he said those were estimated at about 600 to 650 copies.
Okay.
It could be lower or higher. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah. So if that was the mail time, you want to get in the actual interview now?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
All right. So I usually just start out with how you found out about Fortnite cards and what got you interested in. So if you just want to start with that, you can.
Yeah, so I got into Fortnite cards because I saw, I believe, a sale. It might have been the BK sale, one of the BK sales for 50K. And then I was just like, wow, it's a lot of money for Fortnite cards. Because originally I seen Fortnite cards before they were released. And I guess the pre-order where you can get the promos and everything.
Yeah.
And I kind of just put it on the back burner, didn't really pay much attention to it. Because I was into Pokemon cards really heavy at the time. So ended up seeing that sale and then just doing like Google search like most expensive Fortnite cards or most popular Fortnite cards, and the promos were the first thing that I saw, and they were like the promos were the rarest cards, but that was false. But
Yeah.
it was just like a starting point. So I started like looking at the prices for promo cards. Interesting story. There was a Galaxy PSA 10 that I offered 6K for at the time. Yeah, and he declined that.
Wow.
So yeah, and they declined. I'm so happy they declined it. I did not want to be
Yeah.
holding that bag, but
That would have been
uh,
bad.
yeah, that would have been bad. I'm usually
Yeah.
pretty good with selling when stuff is on a decline. Like I had two BK Hollow Nines that I was able to get out before they dropped from 2K, so I
Okay.
pretty much got my money back with those. Um, but yeah, saw that sale, and then I instantly went to eBay and just started looking at crystal shards. My first big purchase was a lot of different Brazil shards. So
Okay.
I started buying up like a bunch of Brazil shards, not really knowing what I was buying, like
Hmm.
the difference between USA and Brazil. I just was buying the shards,
Yeah.
and then yeah, that was pretty much the start.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like what kind of so when you finally get the cards in hand, like did you notice like so when you first got your USA one versus your Brazil one, did you like finally notice like the difference? Or like when did you notice the difference between Brazil and USA in Italy?
I think it might have been on Instagram because I started like following the guys who were already making content. Like R3 Rips was pretty early with the content.
Yeah.
He might have been one of the earlier ones that I was watching. Um, I guess from just research, I just eventually found out that I was buying the wrong ones. Not necessarily the wrong ones, but not the USA versions.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, and then didn't you say one of your original goals was to get every crystal shard, right? You're trying to complete the set.
Well, originally that wasn't my plan, but I ended up pulling a BK, and then once I pulled it, I was just like, I might as well try to go for the set since I already have the most difficult card.
Yeah,
So I ended up going for that, but that didn't. I really didn't finish that. That is a
yeah.
monster set to complete, honestly. And I was pretty
Mm.
close. Like I believe I was over 100.
Wow.
Yeah, I was over 100. So I might have actually been only like 50 short.
Gee, yeah,
But
that's something.
yeah, yeah.
And and then, so how did you end up shifting your focus towards the prototypes? Like, what was your thought process there?
So with the prototypes, the first thing that I thought when I saw the prototypes was like I never will probably be able to get those just because how rare they were. I wasn't really talking to Wayne at the time, so I didn't know. And I saw some of the price points that were being thrown around. I was just like, wow. We talked about the Commando, which was a 101 for him, and we had like a $2,000 price point where I was going to buy it for 2K, and I didn't pull the trigger
Ooh,
because there was still a little bit of uncertainty at the time. None of them had been graded or authenticated at that time, so I didn't end up making that move. I wish I would have, but um, the prototypes were just extremely rare. It just seemed like something that was it just didn't make sense. Like it was just I couldn't really fathom those things actually existing. So I was just like,
yeah,
I really wanted those like all the time.
yeah. I completely understand that. And then,
Yeah.
so when that first deal you guys made with the 9 prototypes and what you gave up,
Hmm.
and I remember we kind of talked about this as I brought it up in the comment of that post you made when you did that deal, is you got a lot of the OG default skins
Yeah.
that appeared that way. So
Yeah.
was that like something that you saw and you thought, technically those are like the most used skins ever, right? If you think about it.
Yeah. For them
So
being no skins, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, technically the most used skins ever. So did like
Yeah.
was that kind of your thought process into making that deal? I mean, these like
Hmm.
almost more iconic than some of these skins, like these legendaries that cost 2,000 V-bucks, and people, almost never bought these skins compared to these free skins that pretty much everyone almost wore at one point, right?
Right. Yeah, the defaults were really cool. Initially I was just going after like something like a bigger card, like the blue team leader. The BK was really for like BK, it was BK and blue team leader. Those were pretty much like a one-on-one swaps, I feel like,
Okay.
when we did the deal. But everything else was added in. Like, I gave up a lot of really good cards.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, it was just like a lot of really good cards. So when I was looking at those no skin cards, the original no skin cards, he had like the full set of four because it was all like those four different male skins.
Yeah.
So I was like that when I saw those, it's like, wow, that'd be such a cool set to own. Because that it
Yeah.
has a lot of nostalgia built in. Just that's OG day one Fortnite. Not necessarily day one, because those skins were released. Um, they're
Hmm.
like reskins of the default skins, I guess. Like
Yeah.
those were the first reskins.
Yeah. Like they're like the same skin, but they're in the item
Yeah,
shop now. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They were just like restyled just a little bit.
Yeah. They got gave
Yeah,
them edit styles, I think.
yeah. And
So,
then he looked like Jonesy, and then
mhm.
it just made sense for me.
Yeah. So when you got those, like, because you already had a prototype before you got those 9, right?
Yep, yep. I did a deal with Rob from Canada,
Okay.
and I got a recon specialist from him. That was my first one. Was a recon
Yeah.
specialist.
So when you got, so you had 10 at that point, and then what kind of made you, because you were already definitely deep into the prototypes, but it seems like you went even farther around towards the national time, the deal you made with Wayne. Like,
Yep.
is there something in particular that made you just completely shift your focus from the shards to the prototypes?
It's really just the rarity, man. It's just the
Yeah.
rarity. I was just really chasing the rarity, and then I felt like I could replace a lot of those things I was giving up.
Yeah.
Besides the black and white comics, the foundation comics, those are probably going to be a little bit difficult to replace because I
And a
did
few of
give
those,
up.
I was gonna say, a few
Yeah,
of those have popped up recently, right? A lot more.
yeah. I mean the Greg Capullos popped up. Those were the
Yeah.
only extra ones. So
Okay.
yeah, the blue trade dress, the blue foil one, and then the Donald Mustard was another one that's like I would consider that one as like a really big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you
So
also
those
doing some
those would be hard to
reloaded.
replace.
You also doing some reloaded there, right? Too. A few cases are reloaded. Yeah.
Yep. It was 7 cases of reloaded included with that deal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you really gave up a lot there,
I
and
gave up a lot. I gave up a lot, yeah. Because another reason I did that deal was because it was for a recon specialist graded in a 10. It
okay.
was like the highest one.
Yeah.
Plus I already own 2 of 3 of the USA, so that kind of completed the trio, and then now I own all 3 USA ones.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was another incentive for doing that deal.
Yeah. So one thing I want to circle back to is you pulling the Black Knight Crystal Shard. What was that like?
That was crazy. That was crazy because up until that point, I was never like I never ripped. My intention was to never rip packs. It was to just a hold to sell product.
Yeah.
At the time, I was sitting on like 40 USA mega boxes or so,
Oh shit.
like sealed.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I
Wow.
wish I had those still, but I did have 6 loose shard packs because
Okay.
you used to be able to buy the loose shard packs.
Yeah.
I only had 6, and I ripped all 6 of those. The first one I opened was a BK.
Wow. That's
Yeah, it was the first pack. So I could have just stopped ripping, kept my 40 megas, kept the other still 5 loose packs, and I would have been good. But I ended up just I kept on ripping. Because
yeah.
once you pull the BK, it's kind of like you start chasing it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a crazy
You have that
feeling.
mentality. I pulled one. One's coming again,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. Was that the one that you gave up in the deal with Wayne?
yep. That was the one. It was a BGS 9.5.
Okay. So you subbed that yourself?
Yeah, yeah. I got that
Wow.
graded at the national on the spot
Okay.
and got it back at the national.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a great story, honestly. I mean,
yeah. It's a
so
tough card to let go. It had a lot of sentimental value just because I got it graded there, and you know
so out of those 6 shard packs, was there any other good pulls or was this BK?
it was a lot of heat out of those packs. I ended up getting a Skull Trooper. I ended up getting a Tomato Head, Royal Knight. Like those 6 shard packs were stacked like
Wow.
crazy. Yeah,
So
they were stacked.
that's like, and I mean, you couldn't ask for much more than that at all.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
incredible.
yeah. It was really nice.
Yeah. So were they all clean, like the BK, or is there some that were damaged or
They were all pretty much clean. Yeah, I
nice?
didn't wasn't much issues with the condition.
Okay. So now that we
Yeah,
kind of talked about your collection story, do you want to start showing off some of your collection, some cards?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Since we're on the topic of prototypes,
Yeah. Let's see what you want to show off.
I have my Zion case here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I remember just seeing some of the prototypes of the National. Those things are so cool in
Yeah,
person. It's
yeah, they
something
are.
special to see.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just go in order of how I have them here.
Okay, yeah,
Start with the blue team.
9.5. That's awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this grade either.
Is she a 101?
She is, yeah. And then for
Wow.
USA print.
Yeah, it's something. And a
Yeah.
9.5 too.
Was not expecting a 9.5. I was like at best I thought I was gonna get a 9. These are the trio.
Oh wow.
So
So
the
you have the
8 point
marker cornered on those three. I mean, no one can have
ye-
another one, right?
right.
Yeah, it's too cool.
Yeah. The 8.5 was originally the SGC. This was my first one, the 8.5.
Okay, so you crack.
I
So do
cracked
you?
the SGC slab.
Okay, so because I remember I heard Dylan make the point one time that he thinks the SGC Authentic would end up being better than the
Mm.
CGC, just because SGC is overall just a better company. Do you not feel the same way?
See, I'm actually on the fence on that take. I don't know if SGC is the better company for me personally.
Okay.
I feel like but then again, it's in different markets. I feel like the high-end sports car vintage market for sports cards, for whatever reason, they really like SGC.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Over CGC.
Yeah.
But I would say non-sports cards and trading cards are probably more preferred in CGC slabs,
Okay.
like Pokemon, Fortnite cards.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
me coming from sports cards. There's the big three: PSA, BGS, and SGC.
Right.
So I kind of had already had that opinion formed before I even heard Dylan say that the SGC
Yeah.
Authentic would be better. But
Yeah.
I see your point as well there.
Yeah. For me, it's like CGC is one of the closest companies mirrored to like PSA. They have almost everything that PSA has. They grade video games, cards. Um, what else? Like video games is more of like a newer market. So the fact that they
Yeah.
are actually positioned to do comics I don't think PSA does comics. So CGC is pretty reputable.
Yeah, they do have a nice slab. I enjoy the
Yeah.
slab, the ones that
Yeah,
I
they do have a
have.
nice lab. Yeah. Okay, so we got these.
Wow.
The 7 is Italy. 9.5 is US.
Okay. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's one of those skins. It's like it's rare, but it's season 1, but it comes back to the shop. It seems a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets some love still
Yeah.
after all the years. People rarely wear it, but it does sometimes get some love.
One of
All
those
right,
old
these.
headhunters. Oh yeah, that's a recon expert.
Yeah, Recon Expert is just crazy.
Yeah, I mean that was heavily used early chapter 2 when she came back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an awesome one.
Yeah. The 9 is US, and then the 7 and the 6.5 is Italy.
Okay.
So the 9, me and Wayne did the deal. I think we ended up valuing both trades at like 40K each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
There's no telling if someone will buy that for 40K. It was just like I agreed on it being that, that
Yeah,
price.
I
So
could
I
see
was
it.
comfortable with it.
Yeah.
It may take 10, 20 years for, someone else to think the same thing, but
Yeah.
um Assault Trooper.
One of the OG defaults, right?
Um I guess she does have the default look.
Oh, is it not
I
one
I,
of?
I don't know if Assault Trooper is technically a default though.
Oh
I
no,
don't
that was a
believe.
skin. Yeah, it was just like the headhunter
Yeah.
head candy. Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, she kind of is a default.
but it's like one of the ones that was in the item shop
Yeah.
like before.
Yep. 2 Italy, 1 US. The USA grades better than the Italy's for sure. Okay, so the Commando,
That's a nice one.
the 10 is a 101 USA.
Wow.
So I was happy that got the 10.
I remember seeing that one in person. That color on that one's really nice.
Yeah, it is, right?
That bluish green, almost kind of like the Skull Ranger color.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Commando was one of the skins I actually wear so much in game. It was just one of my favorite skins. So it was really nice to be able to get that.
Yeah. Dylan's in chat.
What's up, taking high ground?
That's
Munitions expert.
yeah.
Another skin that still gets played to this day. Not crazy,
I definitely
but
see it
she is
occasionally.
she is still, yeah, she's still being used for the most
Yeah, I like
part.
that one.
So the 10 I got from Wayne, actually, this was our most recent deal. I gave him a fish stick 9 USA. So I ended up buying his fish stick, and then he hit me up, and I traded it literally right back to him before I even opened the package. But yeah, it was some other stuff included in that, like an Omega was included.
An Omega.
Yeah, and I think a
Yeah.
Bright Bomber might have been included. Tower Recon.
Yeah.
She's in series 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say that she's a blue cracked ice, right?
Yeah, that blue is so nice.
Yeah.
I feel like she
Um,
just doesn't get a lot of love.
aerial assault. Wow,
Yeah, Aerial Soul Trooper. These are both Italy.
that's still insane.
Yeah, these are pretty dope.
Yeah, it's incredible. I got to hold
What
the
is
10 of Wayne's. I remember.
did
Got
you?
to look at
Yeah,
that. Yeah, that was something.
I think it's nice, man. Did a trade with Rob. This was
Maximilian.
yeah, this was in our drift trade. I ended up just getting this from
Nice.
him.
Yeah, I got Maximilian Shard. I like his card a lot.
Yeah. This is the defaults, the default quads.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like the rookie Spitfire one. That one's super
Yeah, the
cool.
Rookie Spitfire is so cool. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like these two together, like,
Yeah, that's a
you
great
know,
duo. That's
and they got the
awesome.
same color.
Yeah, that is really cool. Could you imagine that was in the set having both those shards? They dropped the ball
I
with that
wish,
one.
yeah, they definitely dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
What could have been?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, could you just imagine those two in shards, even in hollow, just right next to each other?
Man,
That'd be just too cool.
I wonder if they knew how popular like Aerial Soul Trooper actually was. You know what I mean?
They probably didn't because I
Probably
mean,
did. You don't think so?
oh, well, I don't know if Panini knew. I mean, maybe Fortnite knew, and they just because it seems like they wanted to not do the season 1 skins for whatever reason,
Yeah,
which
that's
I don't
true.
really understand. But
So I got this in the recent giveaway.
giveaway. Who's giving away
Yeah, well,
prototypes?
yeah, there was a giveaway in the group.
Okay.
And I forgot what
So
is it
you want
called
a
when they
giveaway for a
yeah,
prototype?
I actually just won a giveaway. It's crazy.
For a prototype?
For
All
a
right.
prototype. It's like, all right, I'll take it. Which is actually kind of crazy. I feel like it was meant to be because I had this one in a 7.
The Yuletide
So
Ranger.
now I got the pair.
Oh, that's cool.
They're both 7s. Yeah,
I
they
didn't know
work
people were
out.
giving away prototypes like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Wayne did a giveaway. I think
Wow.
I forgot what that giveaway was for.
I got to get in the Facebook group after hearing about that.
Yeah, you definitely do, bro. Just a
Dynamo.
Dynamo.
Wow.
This is Italy.
Was that a 7?
Yeah, it's a 7.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, Dynamo is such a nice skin. It's one of my favorite skins.
There's a
Either,
PSA 7 shard up right at Dynamo. Those would go good together, up on eBay.
oh man, is there a 7 on eBay?
I believe so. It's like
Is
it's
that
like
same one
500.
still available?
What?
Is it the same one that's been online for like
Yeah,
feels
it's
like
like
years?
500 no best offer. You can't offer.
Oh really?
Just fixed price at 500, I
I
think.
thought it was at 400. They might have increased their price.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, those are the prototypes, which is actually crazy because I was actually planning on buying some more prototypes, but it gets to the point where I don't know, you get so many, and then you're like, maybe I should diversify a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I started thinking like, wow, these are just so rare. I'd be kind of crazy not to get more if I
Yeah, I
can,
mean,
if the opportunity's there.
yeah, I can understand that aspect behind it. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I got the dirt cheap loading screen. Just I bought it for the story behind them, kind of thing. I
yeah.
just think the story's too cool not to have at least one in my collection.
Nah, yeah, I like those ones too. I like those ones too. I'm
Yeah,
actually one of the few people who actually like screenshots though.
you actually do enjoy the screenshots.
Yeah, I feel like it's for long-term purposes, it's the only thing we can actually have physically to show OG Fortnite because that is kind of OG Fortnite.
Yeah,
You know what
that
I
is
mean? Like
true.
actual gameplay footage,
Yeah,
even though they're not worth much.
that's one of the reasons why I bought the one I did because it's in Tilted Towers.
Mm,
So
smart. That's smart.
that
Is Renegade Raider in that one?
no, it's Ice King. I'll pull it out real quick.
Okay.
So it's in Tilted. There's like you can see the wall and
Ah,
there's builds in
nice.
the quad launcher with
Nah,
Ice
that's
King.
actually sick.
Yeah, it's
It's
an
like an action
8.5.
shot. That's like an
Yeah,
action shot.
USA.
Yeah, that's sick. Do you want to get more?
I mean, yeah, I want to get a skin,
Yeah,
but just there's more shards I would rather acquire first,
yeah,
just for my personal collection. I do prefer the shards, but I mean those prototypes are just too cool,
yeah.
and I'm priced out of a lot of them, so there's probably a little bit of, they're unfathomable almost to me.
Mhm. All right. So I'll just get into some of the autographs, like my favorite ones.
Sounds good.
I don't have to show all of them. I don't have like I have a decent amount. My boy Bojorner went crazy at the Global Championships. Did you see his collection that he got signed? Oh,
No,
actually,
I
I forgot.
wasn't
Yeah,
really
you're not
following
here.
that.
All
You can
good.
talk
All good.
about it real quick if you want.
Yeah, he just went to the Global Championships and he got so many autographs, like a ton.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. He did really well. This is one of my favorite ones.
is that a Booga Skull Trooper?
Yeah, it's a Boogle Skull Trooper.
Wow, yeah, that's incredible. What kind of
Yes.
condition is that Skull Trooper?
So the Skull Trooper isn't in great condition, which is why I was comfortable getting this one signed.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if I like even if it's a bad grade, that's something. That's a risk.
Yeah, but see, like, I love how it turned out because like the Booga's in silver and it goes right over the Skull Trooper design. I feel like it
Yeah.
just sits perfectly, like color wise.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I want to ask? Actually, this is a question I thought of that I want to ask you about the autographs.
Hmm.
Is you always hear people talking about with the Fortnite cards, Peely can't go out and get charged with beating his wife or something, right? With
Yeah,
the autograph, now you're taking that risk.
true.
Something like it's like you never know. I mean, do you like ever consider that?
I haven't really considered it. Yeah, I haven't really considered it. It is a possibility for sure.
Yeah. I
Cause
mean,
Did you see Bucky get disqualified from the Global Championships?
No, I didn't. I mean, I don't really follow that too much. I've
Yeah,
heard of the player before, but I don't
yeah.
know.
So he got disqualified. I don't know the reason he got disqualified, but that might have been something that could maybe hurt his, future value or something
Do you
like
have
that.
autographs of him?
I don't, but I wanted to get his autograph though, and I still do
Okay.
actually want to get his autograph.
Okay, so that didn't change your perspective on wanting that
Nah,
autograph.
nah, I
Okay.
didn't. Right. So this is Cypher PK. Most people know Cypher PK.
Yeah.
This is one of the OG skins he actually used to wear a lot.
Lead agent. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then we got the Rocket Ride, Cypher PK.
Wow, those are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know one of his most famous clips is that rocket ride where he
Yep.
snipes the person off the rocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I got him to sign those.
I'm.
Um,
Yeah, it's incredible. The rocket ride. That's so cool.
yeah, appreciate it. This is a EU Pro Thomas HD. It's kind
Okay.
of hard to see it.
So does he use focus?
I'd say most pros at some point have used Focus. So
Yeah, that
Focus
is.
is kind of like, it doesn't matter who signs it.
Yeah, that
She's
is
kind of
true.
like fair game for anyone. So this is Scented.
Okay.
He's one of the most consistent pros. I will say that I'm a little, because when you're getting these autographs, when I was getting them, I was kind of rushing, and you're just like looking for cards to sign. And, like you're on the spot, like, all right, let me get some cards out. I kind of wish some of these Tigresses I didn't get signed, because I have another Tigress that I got signed that didn't end up showing up that well with the autograph.
Okay.
But
You think it's something to do
I'm
with the
happy with the
color
Scented.
gradient?
What's that?
You think it has something to do with the color gradient of Tigress, like the way the card looks?
Nah, it was more so with the autograph. It just didn't. The marker wasn't showing up too well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you see. I mean, me personally, I don't even know who that scented is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Exactly.
yeah, it's just that'll be a very niche thing, but I'm sure the
Right.
people that want it'll really want it, kind of
Exactly.
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is actually a very special collection. This is my World Warrior sign collection, but it's only World Cup solo finalists for the World Cup.
Oh, that's incredible.
My long-term goal, I don't think this actually achievable, would be to get every World Cup finalist on a World Warrior card. So 100 autographs of every single solo player.
Wow,
Yeah, I
that's
don't think
quite
it's
a goal.
possible. I don't think it's possible.
How many do you have?
Because so far, I only have been getting them signed on Crystal, like cracked ices as well.
Yeah.
I have 5 right now.
Okay,
So Booga, this is the
that's
big
the
one.
big
Obviously,
one.
he won the World
Yeah,
Cup, so that's a good one. Epic Whale,
he plays third, right?
he plays third. Yep, this is another big one. Glix,
Flicks. Yeah. If I remember, he didn't do too well in the World Cup, but
he
he's
didn't do
just
great. Yeah, he
yeah,
didn't do great. It's just Glix is one of the most popular
yeah.
Fortnite
I mean,
players. This one you can't see it that well. Next time I would have used like a silver marker, but this
yeah.
is King.
King.
Did you watch the World Cup?
I did. Yeah.
So King is the Brazil player who he was like killing Tifu. He was getting like a lot of hype for killing Tifu, and he's just going crazy, killing a lot of people.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think he might have been like 13 or 14 at the time as well.
Wow.
Cease is like a veteran player.
Yeah. I remember hearing that name.
Yeah, I was actually watching him stream last night.
Okay.
Cypher PK on Manic is a pretty big one. He used to main this skin a lot.
Yeah. His locker bundle skin, right?
Is it? I'm not sure. It could be.
You know, well, he had a locker bundle before he got an icon skin, right?
I'm not sure actually. He might have.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
This is a super PC one for me. This is Booga's game
Oh,
one.
yeah.
He wore this skin game one and got 9 kills, and I got him to inscribe 9 kill win. So he
That's.
signed it,
Oh my god.
and then he
Yeah.
put 9 kill. I got him right 9 kill win on it.
That is
Like,
too cool.
yeah, it's a crazy PC
That's
card for me.
awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, how could you even put a price on something like that?
I don't know. Yeah, it's just super like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's different. Kanata on the Dynamo.
Dynamo Crystal Shards getting that signed.
Yeah,
I don't even know who that is. So
Kanata. So Kanata, he won the most recent FNCS in the US region. So
okay,
with global championships, before global championships, the last FNCS that was held, he won his first FNCS.
wow.
Um, yeah.
Does he use Dynamo a lot?
Um, I don't know. Dynamo is like one of those another ones that's kind of like sweaty skin's been used so long. I feel like
Yeah,
obviously I would rather have like Mongrel or Mitro.
that would be a Mongrel on
Yeah,
Dynamo would be awesome.
yeah, Mongrel or Mitro would definitely be crazy. Mr. Savage.
On the wild card, wow.
Yeah, so he used to use wild card a lot.
Okay, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And he uses like Midas. He still uses like male skins. Time to time.
Yeah, Aura, Booga on
Booga.
Auras. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Booga on Crystal. So you know the story behind like Booga making Crystal pretty much
Yeah, he was like the reason she became
notorious.
popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This was a big one for me. And then I got the pair with Meryl. So Meryl actually won the global championships, the most recent global championships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the him and his duo Cooper, they got
Okay,
first
that's
place.
pretty cool then. Just
Yeah,
recently, yeah, that's awesome then. Just recently
yeah,
won the World Cup.
yep.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome.
But him and Booga won two, maybe three FNCSs together. So that was actually my intention was to just get these two because they were duos.
Okay.
So yeah, those are pretty much like my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones that made the Zion case. So I guess they're the best.
Yeah.
um, should I keep showing some stuff off?
Well, I was gonna ask you a question about so when you show them the cards, like, do they ever
Hmm.
comment about about the shards or the cracked ice about like what they look like or anything?
Yeah, a lot of them have never seen Fortnite cards before, and they were like really surprised, like, "Oh, wow, those are really cool." That was usually their reaction.
Yeah.
Just like, "Wow, that's really cool."
Do you think
And
there's
I've
any interest in like any of them they did out they when they got back they did research on them or anything possibly?
I'm not sure. So
Oh,
I did give some cards away to certain
yeah,
people. Like Booga actually gifted, I want to say 3 or 4 crystal shards, and they were actually skins that he wore in the World Cup. So I actually made it like really
yeah,
personable for him. I'm trying to think which ones I gave him. I think I did. I actually gave him a Crimson Scout,
okay,
the one he wrote 9 kill win on.
yeah,
I gave him a raw one of those. And when I gave him that skin, when I gave him that card, he was kind of blown away, like taken away, like wow, because I kind of
yeah,
did my research. Like you did your research if you give him that card.
mm-hmm,
He was pretty happy about getting that, and his
pretty
dad
cool.
was also like blown away by that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta wonder what they did with it too after you gave them away.
yeah, yeah. I was in his chat one day and I actually typed in. I was like, "Hey, what's up, Boogie? You still got that card?" And he ended up reading it. He was like, "Yeah, I still got it or
Oh
whatever."
wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So it's no telling. It's probably just like in a box somewhere, but
Yeah,
maybe he'll find it one day or come back to it when he's a little older and be like, "Wow, maybe I should look up some Fortnite cards."
yeah, you just gotta hope that happens because I mean if the people that stream the content start collecting the cards, I mean it's over because all the people
For
that watch
sure.
it are gonna get start collecting the cards.
For sure.
That
Yeah. Um, some of the stuff I don't want to show just because I don't want people
Oh, yeah,
knowing
I
what I
completely
have.
understand that. Yeah, you don't have. Yeah, if there's something you don't want to show, you can just completely. If like I ask you a question you don't want to answer, you can just tell me that.
No, 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 you're good. Um, so these are just some auras. 2
Okay,
Optichrome 10s and then a Hala 10.
nice, nice.
I've been collecting aura pretty heavy for a long time.
Yeah,
It's just one of those ones that I feel like over time will do really well based off of her in-game use.
yeah, for sure. I mean, number one all time. How can you go wrong with that?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I maybe went a little crazy with her. So these are,
Okay, that's something.
I got the auras on deck.
Okay, yeah, that got a couple there.
Just got a couple. Got a couple.
That was interesting.
It's some pop control going on, you know.
Yeah,
Whenever I see it's just one of those ones like whenever it pops up, I try to go after it
yeah,
just to, control the pop a little bit.
yeah. That was interesting to see
I
all
see
those in one place.
yeah, and I got two SGC as well, so
Okay, yeah,
I
just
got a bit
casually,
of a
after saying a few SGCs,
yeah.
whatever. So what, it's just an SGC.
MC's in the chat writing like he's taking notes or something.
Yeah, figuring out what to buy.
MC, let me get those auras, man. I know MC got like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need those. So I could show the Dylan Clifton collection.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at that.
If you're still here in the chat, Dylan, appreciate you for all the stuff. Feel kind of
Dan said you
bad
don't need
actually.
any more auras. You
Yeah,
said you don't need
you don't need
mine.
my auras. Come on, man. So I bought a lot of focuses, a lot of elite agents, and some Kunos from Dylan.
All those PSA 9s.
I bought his the tens of the focuses that he had.
Didn't you have, what was the one he had like 26 nines of? Wasn't it
That
Kuno?
was Kuno, yeah, that was
Yeah.
Kuno. So these are focuses. These are tens.
What are those doing right about now?
I honestly don't know. They don't pop up that much.
I
At least
wonder
the
why.
tens don't. Yeah. So whenever they pop up, I'm actually going after them. So they haven't been
Yeah.
popping up. That's for sure. Oh yeah, I got some spark plugs for them too. Those are pretty much my favorite ones. It's
Yeah.
Focus, Elite Agent, Spark Plug, Kuno. I don't know. It's kind of weird because those are all also blue shards or
Yeah.
ices. These are just Elite Agents.
Just a couple.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
Like I buy them honestly whenever they pop up, even raw. I usually just go after them.
Yeah.
I think they're
Yeah.
going
I
for
just
about
can't believe your
50 raw.
collection.
What's that?
I just can't believe your collection, man. It's just incredible. Like
Appreciate it.
like the
Appreciate it.
story you can tell with your collection with just all the sweaty skins, all the autographs from all the some of the best
Yeah.
players. It's just too cool.
Thanks, man. These are just some spark plugs. These are all nines.
Okay.
Series 3 is like a value buy for me for like right now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like even the mega boxes, you can get them sometimes for like under retail.
Yeah. I see them going for $25 to $30,
Yeah,
like almost frequently.
right.
Yeah, I
So
don't get it.
those are definitely a good buy. I think, in my opinion, right now. Not investment advice,
Yeah.
but they're the only mega box that hasn't actually gone up in value. So
So I was also gonna. I mean, is there any like? Okay, this is kind of a question you don't have to answer, but is there anything you're looking for right now?
um, anything I'm looking for right now. I usually go after certain like Series 2 skins that I'm chasing. I'll always go for those.
Yeah.
Like World Warriors, Tigers, the Tigers that popped up. I wish I could have got that.
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot of Series 2 skins that I feel just are underrated and underappreciated.
Yeah, for sure.
Series 2,
Seriously.
Series 2 as a whole.
Yeah, Series 2 is very underappreciated. I remember
Yeah,
Kari was talking about that as well last week, just how
yeah,
underappreciated Series 2 is.
yeah. Um, the video games, I'm going after those whenever they pop up. Mostly
Yeah.
the PlayStation ones.
Okay.
The PlayStation ones were printed in the U.S. The Xbox were printed in Mexico, and it actually says it on the actual case.
Yeah.
So you know how that goes, like with the
Hmm.
regions and where they're printed.
Yeah.
So also, there's more PlayStation players. Epic Games has the partnership with Sony.
Okay.
So I feel like PlayStation over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if those pop up at a good price, I
I
really
remember
like
you were talking
those.
about the deep freeze bundle too. as a possible
Yeah.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got like 2 or 3 of those. They don't pop up that much,
yeah.
so they're not like crazy out there. I think
I've
a lot of those
considered
were actually opened.
I've considered trying to go after one of those. Just I
Yeah.
like that skin a lot, so
Nah, that skin is actually that skin is cool. And it's
yeah,
actually a WB skin, a Warner Brothers skin.
it is.
Yeah, so that skin actually comes from Warner Brothers.
Oh, so that's an early collab skin then.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of the few I think that's actually taken from another IP.
Okay, so I mean, from chapter one, there was not. I mean, there was the NFL skins in season 6 as well, and along with Deep Freeze. That was
Yep.
like the first collab skins you could buy and wear, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like
Yep.
doing the rip off like the Marvel ones in the earlier battle passes, right?
Yeah. Yep. Because
Pretty
even
cool.
actually on the case it says WB, like the Warner Brothers emblem.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I never
It's another
noticed
like
that.
yeah, it's another like collectible or I don't know, it's just kind of good for the collectible, I guess.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there any other cards you'd like to show off?
Um, I don't think there's any more cards. I had some comics that I could show.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect.
So I did always want monofoils. I feel like monofoils are a really good play long term. I
Yeah.
have two.
Okay.
Need to get these graded. But the price went up so fast and I didn't really want to buy them for, thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Is that where they're at now?
I think they came down.
Okay.
I got one recently for like 3 or 275.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. They came down a little bit.
Hopefully, it's in good condition for you. Because
It actually was.
okay.
It is in good condition, surprisingly.
Yeah. I mean, even like I'm surprised it's that low. I don't even follow the comics, but that seems really low to me.
Yeah, they don't pop up for that price that much. You kind of got to just like find the right buyer.
Yeah.
So this is like a grail for me
Yeah.
in the 9.8. This popped up on eBay. I want to say a few months ago, and I
Just
just
pulled
jumped
the.
right on it. I just jumped right on it as soon as I
Yeah.
saw it because I knew someone else would in this grade.
Yeah. Because a 9.8 is almost like a 10, right, for the comics.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much the chase grade.
Anything above that is almost like a black label or a CGC, an
Right,
SGC gold label kind of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's about it as far as just cards I can show.
Okay.
I mean, I got
So,
yeah,
is there anything else you just like to talk about? Like, I mean, because I know we were talking about, we can talk about the national for a little bit if you'd like.
yeah, sure.
So, I mean, me and you made a pretty good deal there. I got my visitor and
Yeah,
2 other shards, Ace and Snow Squall, which I appreciate that. And
yeah, for sure.
yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about a little bit the deal with Wayne a little bit more? Because like, what was that like giving up all those shards?
Um, it wasn't terrible. I guess after you give up like a Black Knight, a Gold Trooper, what else did I give up originally? It was just so much heat. I gave up a Red Knight, a Skull Trooper. I just gave him so many good cards for those first prototypes. When it
Yeah,
came to giving up all those other shards, it didn't phase me as much.
yeah,
And then I was more focused on acquiring those prototypes. So it wasn't that bad.
okay. Because
Yeah.
there's also those BGS 9.5s in there too, right?
Yeah, it was a BGS 95s. Those were really nice. Those
Yeah.
were those like the bulk of the trade, I feel like, with those BGS
The,
95s.
and those were there was like a frostbite in there, right?
Frostbite, a Fate. I don't know if the Carbide was a 9.5. I think the Carbide might have been a 9.
Yeah, the cardboard was a 9. Me and Wayne I almost
Okay.
bought that from him.
Yeah, I know you're chasing the Carbide.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
almost bought your Omega at the National. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I just couldn't
You
get up to
tried.
where you.
Yeah, you
I made an
tried.
attempt. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would like
I wanna
completely taken all my cash.
yeah. Now we made a good deal.
Yeah.
So the Visitor, I got that on a steal eBay like listing.
Okay.
When people just list cards, they don't know what they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that for a steal. So I was like, okay, I can let it go for,
Yeah.
what I let it go for.
I mean, that thing's that's probably a 10. Like I
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at
yeah,
it,
yeah. Yeah, it's
I think
clean. It's
yeah, I
clean.
think yeah, I think you took care of me with that one.
Yeah, and then plus, like, who doesn't want extra like cash at the national? You know,
Yeah.
so
I
much to do
mean,
at the national.
yeah, because
So
that went to your CGC fund, I'm assuming, all that big submission.
actually, that went to me buying like Pokemon cards. I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie. Like, yeah, I started going like table to table, looking at Pokemon cards. I had never done that at the national, so the year prior was my first year going, where I got the BK graded, and that
Yeah.
was really my only goal was to get the BK graded and get that back. So I
Okay.
never actually experienced just going table to table, actually trying to haggle and bargain with like people for cards. So that
Yeah.
was kind of cool to do for the first time.
So were you a sports guy? I remember you had some like Lamar Jacksons on you. Did you like do anything with those?
I bought a collection from a friend who had been buying like sports cards for a while. He ended
Yeah.
up not. He didn't really know what to do with the cards or how to sell them. He was just
Yeah.
collecting. So I bought his collection. He was a Ravens fan, so he had a lot of Lamar Jacksons. So that
Those are
was
probably
pretty
up now
nice.
after
Yeah, those
big
are
game
doing
on
well. I actually
Sunday.
sold one yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like a $25 card.
Okay. I remember you had that Prism Disco, which was pretty nice.
Yeah, that one is nice.
Yeah.
Where did you see that? Was that a live stream?
Well, no, it was at the you had it in the national with your
I had the
stack.
national. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get that graded. That's
Yeah.
why I do want to get that graded.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we've covered anything. If there's anything else you want to share for anybody else, just want to like message the community if you want.
Um, be patient. I just say be patient. We're still very early in. Fortnite cards came out 2019, so I would
Yep.
say 4 years, 5 years. Most of the players now are still really young. They're still playing the game, enjoying the game. So they're really not looking to buy cards.
Yeah.
Once they get a little bit older, get more disposable income. It could be anywhere from like 5 to 15 years from now. I know
Yeah.
Pokemon. So I was really big in Pokemon. It took Pokemon a good 20 years, 20, 25 years to reach that point where it just took off and all the prices just went crazy. Which was also COVID helped that a lot as well. But
Yeah.
but yeah, just be patient. Still really early. Not investment advice.
Yeah.
But
And how do you feel about the old map coming back? Are you excited about that?
oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
Is that the drift season? Season 5? Is it
It
going back to season
was.
5?
That was the drift season.
It's a drift season. Shout out to Nick Martin in the group. I didn't mention this before. I actually bought a drift today.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, just casually.
I just bought it casually
Yeah,
bought a
just
drift
yeah,
today.
whatever.
And I was on the fence about it as well. I was on the fence. I didn't know if I was gonna buy it. But then I sold mine to Rob, so I
Yeah.
had to kind of get mine back. I had to get it back.
So was it raw or was it graded the one you got today?
It's a raw one. It's a raw
Okay,
one. I don't
nice.
think it'll get a 10. Hopefully a 9.
Well, congrats on that. I guess a
Yeah.
small little pickup on the
Appreciate it.
day. You know.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, I can't wait for the new season, man.
Yeah, that's the same season Enforcer came out too. So maybe this is his time to come back in the storyline too, right?
What's skin?
Enforcer.
Oh, Enforcer.
Yeah, he was a
Nice.
secret skin that season.
Yeah. I remember everybody was rocking Enforcer.
Yeah,
I was a popular skin at the time.
they used some of that PSA 9. I remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I think that's good. Unless there's anything else you want to say real quick. Other than that, it was a great stream, man.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on, man. Keep
Yeah,
killing it. You're doing well, man. I appreciate all the content you make. I just
thank
want
you,
to let
man.
you know, man, you're doing a great job holding the
Appreciate that a
hobby
lot.
up and keep grinding.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on again. And
All right, take
anyone in the
care.
chat, anything, doesn't look like there's any questions or anything. So I think we can call it there.
Yeah.
And yeah,
All
thanks
right.
again for
Peace
coming on,
out.
man.
All right, man.
Have a good
Take it
one.
easy.